paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers scum. They're on giant death factories keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
Let's go, it's time to be the GOAT. It's time to enter God mode, man, let's get it going, yeah. We about to put on a show, these haters don't even know. They're in too deep like a hole. And they about to find out what it means when you enter into my house. How it feels when you always seem to strike out. Cause I don't lose, no I win, I go all out.
The air is filled up with suspense. We've got our dreams we must defend. And we know what we represent.
So we'll keep fighting till the end. And we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till the end. And we'll keep fighting till we win. This is our calling, this is our calling. Yeah, we'll keep fighting till the end. This is our calling, this is our calling. This is our calling, this is our calling.
Why is my camera still on?
aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore, and we only see dicks. Hey, anyone notice this? Yes, I love titties. Big old titties.
Welcome back. Can you believe it? We're back, son. It's a Saturday. I'm so tired of being alive, but we're here again with all the beautiful people in the chat, 80% of which hates me, and that's a good ratio. Okay, it's a good ratio. I'm talking to you, tracksuit, you son of a bitch. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome back to the show. It's Saturday, boys. I'm so excited to talk to my boys. We're going to hang out. We're going to drink a delicious white monster. Make sure I turned the logo right this time because I didn't have it right on my Instagram. Get on it, doggone it. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys like the show. We're going to have fun tonight. And yes, look, I'm sorry. I put the Nick intro in the intro because it's one of the best videos that's ever existed. And I'm pretty sure Nick would agree. I'm just saying, I think Nick will agree, especially with time. And that's what we're going to talk about today. With time, you know, I know a lot of people are rooting for the downfall of Nick. I get it. And we're going to talk about some personal things that are kind of based in this. That's kind of lame. And I don't call out people very often. You know how I am, dude. I don't really care about drama. I think it's all kind of silly. I'm in my 30s. I'm not in 8th grade anymore. I've been over that for a long time. But I'm going to mention a couple things in here that I've noticed that's kind of sad, but it's just how it is. So we're going to get into that as well. So don't hate me because I know a lot of you are going to be pissed, and it's fine. So let's get the first super chat out of the way real quick. Okay, real quick. And let's go. You guys ready? Billy Hatcher, my boy. I hope Nick recovers, and I hope his kids don't become addicts, and his wife also needs to get better, and Nick needs to stop drinking. Well, I don't necessarily think there's a correlation there with children and addicts. I mean, maybe there is. I don't really know, man. I haven't really studied that. I'm not a psychiatrist. But I think Nick's going to come out of this, and I'll tell you why here in a bit. Thank you so much, Billy Hatcher. By the way, every single $100 super chat goes on my race car at Iowa. Big news from the racing world. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we've had a lot of good results in underfunded equipment. A lot of good results. And that's actually, from what I've learned, almost more important than having good results in good equipment. So not tomorrow, Monday, I might have some news Monday and a press release about some really, really, really big shit. That's probably going to take over my entire life. So hope you guys enjoy that. I know a lot of people don't recognize in real life stuff. I know I had somebody message me on Instagram that still thinks that YouTube's like my job in life. It's not. I'm here because I love the people in the chat, and I don't really see me stopping it anytime soon. It might slow down, but because there's just going to be stuff. There's just too many stuff going on. But yeah, some in real life shit's going to come down. It's very exciting. Thank you, Billy, for your first pink boy. We're up against the 309th naked snake in a row, I think. So get on it, doggone it. Very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. So anyways, if you guys have been following the crazy ass Nick Rekieta story lately, and I'm sure 99% of you have, because it's kind of dominating the internet for good reason. Why? And I'll just be transparent with you. Nick was on top of the damn world, man. He was on top of the world. I think he was legitimately one of the biggest YouTube streamers in the entire world for a small amount of time during the Johnny Depp trial, which was awesome to see, man. That was really cool to see. It's cool to see a friend be successful. And I know a lot of you in chat have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. And I know a lot of you do, though. But let's talk about human nature for just a moment. Most of you hate seeing your friends or your colleagues or your peers or your anybody succeed, it makes you furious because you don't put work into anything to better yourself or your situation or your life, your interests, your hobbies, or anything going forward. So you get really pissed when you see others around you doing so and being rewarded for it. And me watching, Nick back in the day streaming every single day and just pulling these numbers was awesome to see. I remember texting him. I was like, dude, this is the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm so proud of you. Hell yeah. And he painted himself as the trad dad, trad husband, kind of conservative. He's a libertarian, but kind of conservative, leading the way. He had a Rittenhouse on his show a bunch of times. All these things going on, monogamous married man, straight edge. I drink some whiskey every now and then, but that's it. And only to be rewarded with the realistic picture of what's going on. And it was all the opposite stuff, right? That's kind of, the transparent nature of this whole situation. You find out he's not a trad husband guy. He's not really straight edge. He's not monogamous. There's just a lot going on. And regardless of if it's who he met in the entertainment industry, which probably has something to do with it, or, the things he's getting into, especially at a later age. Cecil and me talked about this a lot. He kind of got into the party scene at a later age. And, maybe that has a different effect on people. Because, I was in the party scene and I wasn't really in a party scene. I kind of like to bring girls over and watch Moana and Interstellar. And if I really, really trusted them, I'd watch The Room and just look over every now and then. Oh, hi, Mark. Everybody betray me. I'm fed up with this world. I loved it. I love that shit. I've watched that movie over 100 times. Anyways, so I was pretty much in the piss or slap mood, 27, 28, 29 years old. And then I kind of retired because that's when I started doing YouTube and you had no time to hang out with chicks all night. So that I kind of got it out of my system. I've never really been into the drugs. I tried an edible when I was 31, when I was hiking in Colorado, and it was all right. But I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. They make me just like sleepy and throw uppy. It's weird. So that's kind of like my entire history there. And for some reason, I had actually a slew of people. This is weird, actually. I had a slew of people DM me on Twitter apologizing for thinking I was like the guy that introduced Nick to drugs. I was like, what the fuck? Why do people have this idea? Like, all I've ever done is drink and eat like one edible in Colorado, and I ate like a chocolate bar at Las Vegas and watched SpongeBob. That was like that was when I was in my 20s though. So, it's weird. I didn't even know what it was at the time. It's weird. But at any rate, so that was kind of weird. But getting into it later in life, maybe that has more of an effect on somebody. That was what Cecil was telling me. Because, I've been to strip clubs. I'm sure most of you have been to strip clubs. If you have never been to a strip club, you probably think strip clubs are not what they are. I've had a lot of friends say this, right? I've had a lot of friends say, "Oh, I don't like strip clubs." And I'm like, "Oh shit, have you ever been to one?" And they're like, "No." I'm like, "Oh." Oh, okay then. Oh, then you don't know what they're like. They're pretty laid back. Depending on where you go, they're pretty laid back. Usually what I would do is play pool and like sip on a claw and people watch. People that are in the crowd, people that, and I got to be completely honest with you. I love you, Sean, but people that look like potentially criminal, they are the ones getting targeted by these strippers. And then suddenly they lose their wallet every single time. And that's what I like to do is people watch these situations. And that's kind of like the end of it for me. But, when, Nick will go to a strip club, a stripper will be like, "Wow, you're so interesting and really handsome." And he's like, "Oh, really?" And he fucking believes that shit like immediately. And that maybe that's kind of what it's like is when you're later on in life and you kind of get introduced to these things. It's a little different. Especially when you haven't had female contact. You got to learn. Females will say quite literally anything if they're digging you or digging your money. They will say whatever. You like NASCAR? I love NASCAR. Turns out she never actually watched it. You love Trivium? I love Trivium. You know, and I'm like, I don't really like, you know, any album after Shogun. They're like, oh, me too. Name one Shogun song. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it is. Anyways, but at any rate, some shit has come out, and it's very alarming to see. And I've talked to Nick a fucking dozen times now, to kind of get where his head's at. I invited him on my show, and he said he could not do it yet, but he said he will soon. He also said he was setting up a new studio, which I think was actually him changing the theme of the studio because everybody was assuming he moved, which is kind of what I assumed as well, right? So we got a lot to talk about. I'm just rambling at first. Make sure you guys like the show. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Private chat. I don't need no private chat. Okay, here we go. And Sean, I love you, by the way. I'm just saying you get targeted. Sean gets targeted at strip clubs for sure. Ashley says, dang, I caught a lot. Been a while. Happy Saturday. Thank you. Yes, I am not racing today, obviously. I have 2 off weeks until I go to Iowa. June 14th is Iowa. Make sure you come to the race in Iowa. I draw local moms. Nikki Racket's mugshot, tote bags, and bio. Thank you. Nick's mugshot is amazing. It is one of the best mugshots I've ever seen. It's not like ugly or gross. It is legitimately meme-worthy and perfect. He just looks perfect. He looks just upset and prissy. and it works for every meme on earth. So Cars and Depth says, got a ride in Xfinity or Truck Series. Oop. Working on getting to Mid-Ohio. My buddy lives next door to the racetrack and drives pace cars. If you want, I can get you tips on the course. I don't know. Maybe. I've been talking to a lot of big time drivers about it. So, we'll see what happens. Thank you, Cars and Depth, by the way. Code Monkey says, bitty tars are the best people watching. Yeah. See, at least you get it. I feel like a lot of people that have never been to a strip club, they just don't get it. Like they immediately, you know, think the whole degenerate. And I'm like, nah, it's legitimately kind of interesting to watch how people react to certain things going on in front of you. You know, just don't interact. And usually they can get that vibe. Now, granted, if you're like 400 pounds and have a giant beard and you're hiding your gobbler because your beard, yeah, they're probably going to try to come up to you and say something sexy to you to try to get your money. If you're kind of blobby, they think they can get you. It's a game. It's all a game. It's a game of money, boys, and you're in it. Billy says, if we were to be at a strip club, I'd probably have my Steam Deck and be gaming on it while you get drunk. That stripper gonna rip that shit out of your hand and sit on your face. And can you survive it though? They're gonna come for you, Billy. Thank you. I appreciate you so much, Billy. Anyways, so keep your ears peeled Monday. I'm probably signing a deal Monday in the NASCAR world, and it's gonna be all over Twitter. So very excited for that. I think there'll be a video too. I don't really know how the company is doing it. Happy Cuss, what's up? But we'll see what goes down. Anyways, so but this whole thing's about Nick, and Nick has made a lot of statements lately, and is giving a lot of insight to what's going on, and it's statements that I'm really enjoying seeing, because the worst thing about this entire situation is Nick not seeing that he has an issue, right? And I think him addressing that, which he told me in text he was. So I've already known this for a couple of days. But to see him publicly kind of state this is very nice. And then reiterate it to me through DMs or, well, text messages on phone as well. Kind of makes me lean towards, you know, he's in the right headspace for surviving this. Now, regardless of not if he avoids charges, that's another thing altogether, especially when the body cam footage comes out. Now, as far as the court of public opinion, that's going to be damning. You know, if the body footage is like fucked, yeah, the court of public opinion is going to go nuclear on that shit. And there's no way to avoid it, especially when there's children involved, because what do children represent? Innocence. They represent innocence. And I see a lot of people faux outrage over the kid thing. And it's, if you're not good at that, you just come off disingenuous and it's kind of lame. The way that I identify with it is from an innocence perspective. I don't like seeing little cats get beat on, and I don't like seeing children be mistreated because it's the innocence factor, not really just because they're children in general, which doesn't really make sense now that I said that out loud, but it works in my mind. But let me hit a couple of these super chats and we'll see. Frank says, happy Pride Month. To celebrate, please answer it in detail. Kill, marry, or fuck. Nick, Rekieta, Cecil, Eric, July. I would marry Cecil. I would... Oh, fuck, this is hard. I would marry Cecil. For sure. For sure. It's the other one's hard. Oh, damn. Damn. It's hard to say because I don't want to have sex with Nick, you know, because I feel like, you know, I definitely catch some. And I don't think Eric's banging anybody other than like the Sasuke sisters every once in a while, but they might have something. Man, I can't tell you. Let's say kill Nick and fuck Eric July for the memes. Okay. I'm trying to be honest. All right. Anyways, thank you, Frank. Love you, Frank. Julie says, I was at the track a week old with cotton balls in my baby years. Dad raced, brother raced. Carbondale died same. Sundays had racing on TV, not football. I agree. That's how I grew up. That's exactly how I grew up. Anyways, thank you so much. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Hold on. What's up? Oh my God. Anyways, hey, I'm just memeing. I'm memeing everybody. All right. So anyways, Nick's made some statements, and I'm gonna address a few of these because they're kind of spicy. But Nick went ham as hell recently online and gave us a little bit of insight to what he's doing. And some of this I like, you know, some of it's all right. But also the common theme that, oh, Nick, you need to shut your mouth. Whatever. I guess it's like whatever. Nick kind of makes a good point on this whole thing. But let's go up. We're gonna start with. Okay, here it is. This is when he broke silence finally. So legal mindset, the boy of the hour, the tall boy, who has been covering this subject matter extensively, and I mean extensively, says everyone's been saying this for a week now, and he hasn't listened. Can only imagine how the record will expand when he starts streaming again. And he's referring to Nick talking on social media, right? That's what he's referring to. So Nick says your advice is worthless. Now, what does he mean by that? What exactly does he mean by that? Because, you know, from behind the scenes, from not a viewer perspective, by the way, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that a lot of you guys don't know about. And it's starting to push the envelope in certain ways. That's kind of, look, it's hard to say this, but most people are on the same page with the whole Nick thing. You know what I'm saying? Tug is aware Nick fucked up. Tug is aware that Nick was avoiding accountability. Tug is aware of all these things. Flash is aware of all these things. Now, Flash and Nick got into a fight. I get it. We covered the DMs in the last show. But Anna was calling out Still Toe, which people thought that meant she was defending him. Now, I could see where you get that from because it seems like all she is doing is calling out people and not really responding to the other side of it. So I get it. But I've talked to Anna in DMs and she feels the same way. I think everybody kind of feels the same way. And it's not an unreasonable position to be like, okay, look, obviously Nick's fucked up. Obviously Nick did some shit. And obviously we want to see the best outcome. Because we know Nick in real life. We've all hung out 100 times. We're all friends, with the exception of a couple people, I guess I'm going to mention here soon. So normal people, people of a reasonable brainwave pattern, generally want their friends to make it out of a situation. I know viewers don't, and I'm not saying all viewers. Obviously, I'm saying like a big portion of viewers don't. A lot of people just want to see the biggest downfall possible, you know, in forms of entertainment, and I get it. You know, I get it. People like to watch a train wreck, and I'm right there with you. But when you're personally connected, it's a little bit different. The Cope and Sneed method, you know. But anyway, everybody's kind of on the same page, except for a couple people, and those couple people are going really, really hard in the other direction. Now, why are they going hard in the other direction? You might ask. It's pretty obvious. And look, I can't really shame people. You know, I'm not really about shaming anyway, but I can't really fault people too much. All I can do is kind of tell people I'm noticing the pattern. And one of those people is Andrew. Legal Mindset. Dude's super detailed. He's super good at covering, you know, law-based stuff. I watch his show all the time. I think he's real talented. I mean, he obviously has a huge channel. He's doing a good thing. But you'll notice something in these themes if you're watching for months. And I'm not only a creator, I'm a viewer. I watch all my friends' streams. I will pull them up on my third monitor and I'll watch them. I do this every single day. And I've noticed themes from certain creators. And I'll use Andrew as an example just because it's on my screen right now. Legal Mindset was covering, we're going to go back like a year. And this is stuff that kind of melds with behind the scenes that you guys don't really know about. But Mindset was covering Disney's lawsuit. Okay. And doing a great job at it. And he's getting some views from this. And he's getting invited on channels that are loosely related to FNT, Geeks and Gamers, stuff like that. Well, after a couple weeks or a month or 2 months, that kind of fell off. And then the Ninja Sanji thing happened with VTubers and shit like that. And I gotta give you some context. I had a stint with Pippa Pipkin. Kirsche, I was gonna have on my channel, and she canceled after the Pippa thing. Obviously, with that's reasonable. And a few VTubers I was having them on my show, and apparently I'm like quite literally Satan to VTubers now. And they could never forgive me. Now, granted, they're all like 13 years old and autistic, so that's not really that unbelievable of an idea. So I mean, it's not really no harm, no foul in my opinion, you know. But Andrew's getting thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of concurrent covering Ninja Sanji and getting other VTubers on his show as guests. So lo and behold, out of nowhere, I was banned on Andrew's channel. I want to reiterate something. I'm friends with Andrew. I've never had a conversation negative about Andrew or with Andrew at any point. We've always been tight. He came on my show when he was kind of, 200. He had 200, 100 people watching. He came on my show. I went on his show. We had a lot of fun. But suddenly when he started covering VTuber drama and it started really growing really fast and he had a lot of people watching, I was banned on his channel. It's pretty obvious why. Because the viewers of his channel fucking detest me. And that's fine, but DM me and tell me you're going to ban me on your channel. I won't be pissed. I'll be like, yeah, dude, go ahead. I know they don't like me. Fucking ban me. I'm not trying to hurt your viewership, but doing it and not telling me, it's kind of painting a picture, and we're getting closer to that. So that's kind of weird. And then we notice Andrew's blocking everybody on Twitter, X, whatever. Also very strange why this is going on. Well, the Ninja Sanji thing kind of started falling off. You know, he's getting back down to 500, 600 concurrent. And then the Nick thing happens, and he covers it on his first stream. And it was kind of like middle of the road. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like a middle of the road opinion kind of starting off. And his viewership went through the roof, which is awesome. The only problem is the more he screams like, fuck Nick, he's stupid, he's a piece of shit, blah, 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 all that stuff, the more his viewership climbs. Because now he's speaking directly to a popular forum and all the detractors that exist. The only unfortunate truth to this is they don't like you. These people that you're appealing to, they want you dead. They just want you dead the least right now. So the second you say anything, they're going to kill your ass. And that's how that works. So it's very, very obvious. And Andrew still never messaged me. I'm just banned on his channel. Never had any. We've never talked about it. He just banned me. I DM'd him a week ago asking why I was banned. Never heard anything back. That's kind of weird. So it's very obvious what's going on there. And look, I'm not saying that what he's saying is not the correct thing to say or his coverage is bad in any shape or form. I'm saying it's obvious what the motivation is there. And that's fine. Just let me know you gonna silence me. And I'll be all good with it. I'm totally cool with it. You can do whatever you want. Just let me know beforehand. Because I was in 8th grade once. We all were. I was a fat, nerdy kid in 8th grade. And I had friends who they lost their baby fat and had little skinny kids 6-packs and suddenly started playing football. And they suddenly were popular in school. And guess what they did to all their friends that they used to be close with? They called them figs. They went and sat at the cool kids table and flicked us off and called us figs. Oh, fucking losers. Immediately. Why? For an ounce of clout from their peers. That's all they wanted. And in the end, it left them completely alone. But, now they're on meth and dead, probably. That's just how that works. And I'm just saying that's kind of a similar situation. You're vying for the approval of a larger audience, and it's not a good audience to be vying for approval over. But it's obvious what the motivation is there, right? And that's fine. A lot of people are going that route. It's just when you start getting really animated and screaming and faux outrage, you're doing it to appeal to these people to give you more views and shit, and that's whatever. It's just kind of gross. People deal with things in different ways. It's just I'm 34 years old. I'm not 14. Message me if you're going to block me. Just message me. I'm not 13 years old. That's weird. That's like little kid stuff. It's like when a girl doesn't like you anymore and she just like ghosts you and hopes you don't notice. That's like feminine behavior. It's weird. So stop doing that. Anyways, let's move on. So there's a lot of people doing that, but you can talk to any of those people. There's only like one you can't really talk to about any of it. Too many people through keyholes. Too many people look through keyholes and think they see everything, Jefferson. Well, yeah. I have a whole story behind that shit. Thank you, Jefferson. I appreciate you. It's kind of like how everybody was saying that Nick had HIV and was in a gay relationship. And there was like one comment in particular I noticed like a month ago that like called everything. It was pretty close because I knew about a lot of the stuff, and I was reading this comment and I was like, holy shit, this is all really close to what's actually happening. And everybody on this forum were like, this is unsubstantiated. This is lies. This is stupid. It's not true unless, we called it first. And then of course, all of it comes out and they're all like, yeah, we called it. And I'm like, he's not gay nor has HIV. What do you mean? What did you call? The swinging you definitely called, but that was kind of known. I mean, if you go to fucking hedonism, obviously. I went to a swinging resort. I can't believe I'm a swinger. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. I went to see Led Zeppelin live just to see the opening act. That's for sure. Definitely didn't go there to see Led Zeppelin with my Led Zeppelin shirt on. Kumar, Nick is literally a lawyer. He'll know when to shut up or talk carefully. Did you see Jobry vid on Messed Up Kick Streamer? I did not, but I don't agree with that super chat. I don't necessarily think he knows when to not talk. Now, look, I'm not a lawyer, obviously. But he did. He was quiet for a while there. And I think what he's saying now, he's kind of being a little bit smarter about what he says. So, but I don't know. I don't know about that. He kind of saying a lot of stuff, but he knows what he's doing. So, Q Revere says he's a clout goblin. Yeah, dude. And look, sometimes you got to be that way to make it on YouTube and Rumble. It's just, if you're going to be that way, just fucking message me and say, hey, I'm banning you forever from my chat because Pippa fans don't like you. And I'll be like, all right, cool, man. But like, don't do that. Like, don't do that until you just talk to me. I don't care. I'm like laid back, man. I ain't a girl. I ain't going to be like, you son bitch. I don't care. Fuck it. We're all trying to make our way here. Mange Davis, how do I get a pit access for Mid Ohio? All you have to do is buy one. I don't really know. DM me, because I can kind of work with people. It's the man himself, the nose pope, Andrew's criminal legal advice comes from Kimanchi Cracker Jack Box. He keeps one eye on the grift and he shoots as straight as his leg. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Come on, Nick. Jesus fuck, bro. He keeps one eye on the grift. Yeah, sure. That's kind of the point of that whole rant I had. Because when like him blocking me from his chat for no reason, that was kind of weird. You know, it all comes back to Pippa one tree. God damn it, Pippa. No, she ruins everything. No, but you know, my advice to anybody that's involved is, hey, if you're gonna like close a door on somebody that you know likes you, has helped you, you've helped you, we've all like been in the same group. If you're gonna close the door on that person, just tell them you're gonna do it. Most people are laid back and they'll be like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think anyway. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Anyways, so let's cover some more of this tweets. More to tweets here. So that's what Legal Mindset said. And again, he was referring to just Nick just talking on social media in any way, shape, or form. Which Nick, I think, brings up a pretty good point about this because social media is new. You know, social media is new. So is it necessarily negative to be active on social media? It's kind of a new thing, right? It's kind of like when race teams are all about like, give me cash and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know, we can cross promote on platforms and really make your teams have a strong presence on social media. Because to be fair, a lot of these teams have almost no social media presence. And social media is very important to marketing and name recognition. And most of these dudes are like 85 years old and they have no idea what any of that means. Right? So it's just a different game now. So Sylvia says he's allegedly representing himself on this matter, which he's not. He says, no, when this is all over, I'm going to become an English teacher and fix the U.S. illiteracy problem. That's just people saying they took him representing himself at his arraignment. Is that what it's called? I don't know the scientific term, the law term. But he represented himself for just that, as far as I know. Jay says, Nick, you're proving me right when I told everyone that you haven't hit rock bottom yet. Hate being right 90% of my predictions, 98% of my predictions. Jay, come on, calm down. All right, look at Jay. Come on now. I hate being right for 98 of my predictions. Come on, dude. Don't talk like this. Jesus. Oh. I hate being so perfect all the time, and you're just helping me, Rekieta. Oh, God, Jesus. All right. Hey, we're almost a third of the way to Naked Snake, boys. All right. So, anyways, let's keep reading. He says, thank you for saving my life with your tweet. Not a legal statement, just a joke. And this is referring to him. I'll find it here in a minute. It's he made a joke about like pork and like cops. And then put beside it, this is a joke. And are you not allowed to joke anymore if you're involved in some kind of investigation? I don't really know. I don't know. It's like I said, social media is a new thing as far as most of these things go. Hence why they call us vloggers and not YouTubers or content creators or streamers. They just call us vloggers. You know? Okay. We're gonna find that original thing here. Let's just go to freaking Tug's thing. This will probably show us everything. Hey, look at that. See how good, look how good Tug is. Tug's such a good man. So he ordered a grand slam with extra bacon. So this is the joke that Nick said. And Tug was like, damn it, Nick, stop. Don't mock the cops. And if you got to give a disclaimer because of an ongoing case, for the love of God, don't say it publicly. Dozens of people screenshot this and sent it to me. I can't bring myself to look at it at all. And when I first read this thing, I kind of was the same way. You know, I was kind of like, oh, hell. Now, granted, it is a joke, though. So I didn't really have almost the same reaction, but I was like, oh, he's still saying shit out there in the ether. He said, this is what the local sheriff is calling the search of my house. This is a joke and not a legal statement. Which is important. Now, if the people that are running the investigation, if they're going to see it that way, is another story altogether. You know, there's a lot of corruption out there, man. You know, if I was a DA, and I don't know if that's the correct term, and somebody said some shit, I might be like, you know, fuck that guy. Fuck him. I mean, they just convicted Trump on what, 34 accounts? And not a single person from the Epstein list has been arrested yet or charged or named. It's weird to me, you know? All right, let's read the super chat. Rekieta Law says both Lady R and I are on unconditional bond. The government literally fucked up. It should be rectified Monday. Shockingly, I have the receipt. Okay, cool. Well, that so people were saying that Lady R was not on an unconditional bond and only Nick was, and they were like, "Oh, only Lady R wants to get clean. Nick wants to be tripping balls." That's because that's how you see it. Now, the way I read it, and now let's say the way I initially read it was when it was, Nick went for unconditional bond. I was like, oh hell, but then after about 4 seconds, I was like, well, what if he wants to leave the state, or what if he wants to do all these other things? And probably makes it easier. But I think all of us thought that though. But they were also like, well, why did Lady R not do it? That doesn't make any sense. But as Nick says right here, clears it up. She did. So a little bit of info there. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you. Nick's just throwing me money. I appreciate you, Nick. You ain't got to throw me money, man. You got my phone number, son. Jefferson C says, in regards to social media, people freak out over things that has always happened, but we just get to see it now. It's true. What a wonderful thing that we get to see it. Not that it happens to people that we might see or not know or whatever. Thank you, Jefferson. Oh, speaking of Red Boys, Bebop is on the car for Iowa. Says, I'm trying to make it to Iowa Speedway, but if I can't see it, already have a trailer park friend and person of color friend. What? I guess you can be my mentally challenged friend. Well, at least there's that. Thank God for that. Bebop, you're on the car, my friend. Thank you for your super chat. You demand. Bebop 1988 is on the Iowa car. Thank you, dude. We currently have 8 names in the Iowa car. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you, Bebop. Bebop's the man. Give him some love in the chat. Like his super chat, because you can do that now for some weird reason. I don't really understand how that works. Why? Why can you like super chats? I don't know. But you could like them. So like them. Do it for the boys. Oh, and like this stream, you bitch. All right. Anyways. Shizhong the Great says, I do not love Nick. I do not hate Nick. I've been through recovery, and I know people who did things way harder than booze. And the hardest part is admitting you got a problem. Sure. And I don't necessarily, Nick's not in that camp. Nick's a smart guy. I don't think he's out there being like, oh, I can quit whenever I will, please. You know how people, how your dad was when you were growing up before you got the belt out. Dad, please quit. And he's like, oh, I can quit anytime I please. And he starts hitting you with the belt until you black out. I don't think Nick's there yet. Corporal punishment, so let's go. Nick stepped on me once. But no, I get the impression that Nick's on the right path. And I'm getting to that, actually. That's the whole point of this goofy ass stream. Thank you, C. John the Great, for the pink boy. Thank you, man. I love you. Toxic Juice. I just want an Obi-Wan, Cody, Anakin, Nick on Mustafar meme. You were the chosen one, Nick. You were meant to destroy the Cucks, not join them. I hate you. Oh, that's funny. Thank you. Appreciate your toxic juice. Anyways, stop squinting when reading the super chats. The cops will show up. Fuck. No, please. Don't get me, please, God, Jesus. I haven't got much time left. All right, anyways, let's move on. Thank you guys for the super chats. I really appreciate you supporting your dumbass boy here. I really do. I don't deserve it. So I appreciate you. So anyways, fucking Chris Benoit, every stream you fucking with me. Anyways, I'll read it in a second. Goddamn. I love it. So that's what Tug said after Nick made the cop about the extra bacon. And Nick's probably looking at this shit exasperatingly, like, God damn it, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Because, we all have our perspective on what's going on. I have mine. Tug has his. Legal Mindset has his. But none of us have Nick's perspective right now. And everything he says is directly from his perspective. And this might just be all silly as hell to him. Because from his end, it might not be as fucking, it might be a little bit more black and white. Because for us, it's all kind of we don't know, like we didn't know about the unconditional bond for Lady Rackets, and now we do. So there you go. He says, chill out for fuck's sake. Tug says, if we were reversed, I feel like you'd be screaming, shut the fuck up, Tug. That ain't good. No. After what the police notes in the reports, I don't feel like it's a stretch to say they are watching you. And most cops I've met aren't big on humor and are all about revenge. And that's kind of what I was talking about 2 seconds ago. That's kind of what I was talking about 2 seconds ago. If I was a DA or if I was a sheriff or if I was a cop working on an investigation and somebody said some shit to me, I might go ham on them. I don't really know. I've never got the opportunity for revenge. You know what I'm saying? The only way I really get to have revenge is to just be successful. Because, I was a nerdy fat kid my entire life through school. Everybody hated my ass. And now they're all overweight and they all still live beside the school. Right? So that's kind of how I do things. I've never been a revenge guy. Well, a good lawyer would be telling you that, Tug. Not Nick, though, apparently. Well, Nick's not a good lawyer, though, That's a joke. I hope to fuck Nick is right. What? And gets to be like, see, what did I tell you? Oh, I hope to fuck Nick is right. I thought he was trying to say he wanted to have sex with Nick. I hope to fuck Nick. And Sinichi says the problem with Nick is being stubborn. You tell him don't do it, he'll do the opposite, then get stuck with people like Dick and Vito who keep dragging him. And I'll agree. Nick's stubborn. Nick doesn't like Vito, though, I don't think. I think, unless I'm crazy. Anyways. Where's the last one? Where he asked how you was. Yeah, it's probably right here. Anyways. So then Tug asked how he's... Oh, okay, here it is. So... I'm very concerned they'll use my obvious joke that is labeled a joke to incriminate me. And Tug responds, how you doing, man? And Nick says, so this gives you a little bit of levity, or a little bit of clarity to the whole situation. Says, levity aside, I'm doing fine, given the circumstances, getting things organized, reorganizing my studio, removing alcohol officially, and trying to reset my sleep schedule to be more daytime friendly. And I think this is a very, very important thing to pay attention to. Removing alcohol. That's a big ass deal, and it's not only a big ass deal to the people watching and think there's an issue, which looking at the last stream, it looked like it was an issue. That's what everybody thought. Removing alcohol shows everybody that you're serious about improving. And I think that's what's important. Now, does it mean he will? We don't know, but I like to think him saying this means he will. And it'll improve his show 100%. Because I don't think he was drinking during those damn trials, right? Because he would be incoherent. So Tug says, removing alcohol is a theme, getting daytime ready, good changes and good news. And this is the biggest thing to take from this whole thing is people are saying, well, Nick's got no accountability. And just from this statement, there is some here, which is important to look in the mirror and be like, look, man, I'm moving forward. And setting his show up. And I think Nick can win in this situation or come back. It's a tough road ahead, right? And there's more stuff to come. There's a lot of things coming, but my hope is that he pushes forward and kicks everybody's ass. Because again, he's my friend. And I know a lot of people don't understand that. There's probably people in the chat right now angry that I'm not calling him a piece of shit, hoping he dies, stuff like that. But, in reality, Nick's still my friend. Right? A lot of people in chat, this is a show. For a lot of people in chat, it's on TV, it's entertainment. This is real life, So I choose to see All right, my preferred outcome, and I've said this since day one, my preferred outcome is for him to be a better person through it all. Avoid any kind of time in prison so you can be there for your children. I don't want anybody's children to be in the system. And how anybody could say that and also faux outrage is insane to me. You know, it's weird to see people on Twitter or on a forum faux outrage for children, but also encourage swatting on the individual, putting children in danger. That's weird to me. Like, I don't get it. Don't get it. It's very strange. It's like it's like we should swat him. We should get him killed. And I'm like, but his children live there. Oh, think of the children. We must think of the children. Unless we're getting Nick and his family swatted. Don't think of the children. It's completely fine. And this is kind of something I thought about last night. I'm like, these people keep everybody's they have all this outrage for the children. And to be completely fair, some of the outrage is warranted. If you read the report, the outrage could be warranted. You know, it looks pretty fucking damning. Or, well, not damning, but it looks nasty. And people are looking forward to this body cam footage for that reason. They want to be validated, right? And they might be. I don't know. I wasn't there. You know, I pray to Jesus that they're not. And I think a lot of people feel the same way. A lot of people want to see the worst possible. I get it. You know, but a lot of people want to see a positive situation. I'm generally a positive person. People are like, I can't believe Camelot has positive thoughts right now. Well, shit. Anyways, let's move on. And we'll read the super chats too, because I see the super chats be stacking. Any frustrations voiced, it's from a place of love and support. 100,000%. I know you guys saw my first stream where I was a little bit more unhappy. I was more unhappy because I hadn't talked to Nick personally. I was like, this is bullshit. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And I've talked to Nick every day since then. And things seem a little bit more positive now. Right? You know, so I know you and yours are being put through the ringer and it's got to be stressful, but no, many, many people are here praying and rooting for you, which is very true. All of his friends online are rooting for him. I don't think that's unreasonable. The thing I do think is unreasonable, and I'll be completely transparent with the chat right now. The thing I do think is unreasonable is people in the chat expecting you to just like shoot your friend in the face and walk away from him and be like, oh, fuck him. Like for some viewers. I've never been like that ever in my life. I will never turn my back on a friend when they're in a bad way. And Nick knows it. Nick knows that there's some shit going down. Nick knows that some decisions were made that weren't necessarily good decisions. He's aware of that. He's aware that he's got to climb in front of him, and he's got some things he has to work out, and he has to improve as a person. He fucking knows that shit, you know? So him telling his friends, look, I'm stepping up and I'm going to fix this shit. The friend, that's all you need to hear as a friend. You're like, all right, cool. Let's hope this works. I'm praying that it works, right? But then you see other people with 10, 15,000, 20,000 concurrent telling Nick, oh, he's a piece of shit and it's a fucking piece of shit, because they're getting views from it and they love that shit. And they will throw anybody under the bus possible to get views for it. You know, because cloud's fun. I get it. I love it too. I'm all about it. But not really in the YouTube sense anymore. You know, I've never been like a guy that will throw you under the bus or stab you in the ass cheeks. But especially not now. I could care less about YouTube cloud anymore. I got way more crazy shit going on in real life. Anyways, let's hit some of these super chats and then we'll move forward because there's still so much to cover. There's so much to cover, boys. All right. Chris Benoit, Mr. Rekieta. If you're reading this, I would like to help. I know what it's like to fall in hard times. I offer to help you watch your kids if you go to rehab. I promise I'll do better this time. I never get tired of these. The Chris Benoit ones, they get me every time. They get me all the time. Make sure you guys like the show, by the way. We're almost to 1,000. Jesus, already. That's crazy. Thank you, guys. See, look, I know this is an unpopular take, especially for people that want Nick dead. I get it. But I'm always going to be honest. And do I think all these things that happened up to this point are good? Absolutely not. Do I think there's going to be a lot of looking in the mirror? I'm what the man in the mirror. Ooh, yeah. But do I want my friend dead? No, that's stupid. I don't know if you guys have friends in real life, but I don't want my friend dead. Maybe he's made some mistakes. Maybe he's done some shit and he knows it and he's course correcting. And that's what matters. You know, if I get a couple unsubs, fuck, I don't give a fuck. Who cares? Jesus. You're going to hate me regardless of what happens. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I say. It's like the dude that was trolling in chat earlier. Does not matter how I respond to you. You will say something negative as a response. What about this, Camelot? Well, here's my answer. Well, yeah, but still, what about this? Well, here's my answer to that. Well, what about this, though? In fact, I'm like, well, there's nothing I can say. You're going to hate me regardless. So who cares what you think? You know, and I'm not speaking to people in my chat. Well, there's probably like a couple of you. There's probably a couple of you bitches. Thank you, Chris. Benoit. Take care of your family. Royston Bailey says famous people whose fame is based on their personality will get scrutinized and judged by their viewers. It's inevitable. Yeah, sure. 100%. Yeah. I agree with that. It's happening right now. I'm sure people in the chat are angry. Thank you. Appreciate your role. Royston. Purple. This is costing Nick's neighbors millions. Millions. Is it? You talking about property value? I don't think so. Eventually, when he's not there anymore, when somebody buys his house, did you know Nick Rekieta lived here? That's a big deal. It might increase the property value. Oh, OBGYN Kenobi says, will you be racing in St. Louis? If so, when? I don't know. Look on the ARCA schedule. I don't really know. Missouri? I don't know. I might. I haven't been talking about it. I haven't been looking at the states, just the cities. I might though. Just take a look at ARCA schedule. And I'm racing all ARCA races. So, Russell Hall. From our end, it mostly looks like a lot of white, and we have serious concerns what the brown substance was. Dirty Sanchez juice. Okay, so I was not a popular kid in school, and there was this one kid in school that was like really fucked up, and he would quite literally stick his finger in his ass and like wipe his own mustache and call it a Dirty Sanchez. He didn't do it to other people, which is what you're supposed to do. He fingered his own ass and did this to himself. And I'm like, that's not how that works. Now, to be fair, he was straight up a reject, but he also sat beside me in lunch because I was also a reject. So I was no better than Dirty Sanchez, apparently. And all I was a fat kid. Man, in the 90s, being a fat kid, that was a death sentence. I was looked at just as bad as Dirty Sanchez kid. And I was just fat. He was like messed up. I was fat. I'm pretty sure he's dead now. I'm pretty sure he got shot or something and was like doing meth and got killed by a police officer. I'm quite positive, actually. What the hell? You guys hate fat people as much as the reject guy with the Dirty Sanchez and they got shot in the face in the meth? Damn, son. Can't believe you guys hate fat people that much. Now, granted, I also hate fat people, but not that much. Jesus. Nick might hate fat people that much, though. That was not a poop joke. Thank you. I appreciate you. Well, I just went all in on it. Slagless! Watching Law 2 covering trials. Never trust cops. Judges are idiots. They get stuff wrong all the time. Now LawTubers, Sean. Everything reported is right. Believe the cops. The reports are legit. Yeah. Yeah. And look, I've watched Sean's show a bunch when this was happening. I was in Charlotte, so I was watching Sean talk about it. And, you know, I like Sean's take sometimes. But, you know, I think he's also enjoying it a little. Now, granted, I will say that Sean's been watching this whole situation kind of develop for months. And maybe, you know, he's jaded. I don't know. Because I felt that way a little bit. You know, I was like, where's my boy? So I get it, you know, but I'm not so much to where I'll be like, fuck this guy. You know, like I said, I'm not built that way. I'm sorry. I'm just not built that way. It's like us. I love you. Nick, people keep asking me to defend myself or whatever. People get to make their judgments. I've never begrudged that. That said, some commentators' legal acumen is as pathetic as their advice on women. Hashtag lazy eye fake Chad. Damn. Now I got to go look and find out who's. Let me go find a screenshot of the lazy eye. Which one has a lazy eye? Lazy eye fake chat. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you. Lofty Pixels, boy. My boy had to take a mental health month off of YouTube because people were calling him a bitch too much. I quit smoking 3 months ago. Finally, after 10 years, sending good health vibes to Nick and everyone. Is that why you left YouTube? Because you quit smoking? You just couldn't handle it anymore? Yeah, I'm out. You racing at Berlin? I am racing at Berlin, Corey. Thank you, Lofty. I appreciate you. Bitch. Maine says he messaged me on Twitter. Thank you. I'll check it out. Russell Hall, if you grab a throbber, you'll stab ass cheeks. I did grab the throbber once. I feel like you're not, you need to experience everything within reason. Okay. You need to grab a throbber every once in a while, or maybe just once in your life to understand that you don't really care for it. You never know. Like Lord of Kino in the chat, he might grab a throbber and be like, wow, I like how this feels. You'll never know. I didn't like it that much, you know? Anyways. I already read that one. Thanks, Nick. Tug says people acting like they're Jesus with a halo. Now look, I gotta be completely honest. Some people's concern is legitimate. I'd rip and tear until I'm done. I don't know why I just pictured just throttling some ass. Rip and tear until it's done. You know, just hear the music. Just get. I'm gonna play that shit. That's the only time I'll consider it. Find a twink in Las Vegas, like a 5'1" little twink guy. Turn the music on. Come here, son. Rip and tear until it is done. He's like, oh my gosh. I'm joking, kind of. I don't know. You never know. It might be all right. Russell Hall says it's called the Screech now, ever since the tape. The Screech. Shoguns. What's really frustrating about the whole thing, no one talks about how Nick was late and gay to his own house. Big. Oh! All right, that's meme worthy. It's meme worthy, okay? Thank you, Shotguns. I appreciate you. Yeah, Nick was not there. That's pretty funny though. The situation's not funny. I'm sorry, Nick, but that's a funny meme. Nurse Aruzer or Auser. This has just proven how mean and nasty people can be. Never kick anyone when they're down. Everyone deserves a second chance. So many holier than thou responses. Karma is a bitch. Look, I don't necessarily overtly disagree with people being angry. You know, I get it. And it's people that are not really attached to the situation, and that's fine too. Everybody's entitled to whatever the hell they think. It's fine. You know, but the issue is Nick's never. That's the first thing, you know, and I think people were just praying for the downfall, and now they're enjoying it. And like I said, it's hard for me to look from that perspective because it's not entertainment for me. You know, it's not entertainment for me. It's a friend. You know, it's a friend, and that's why it's hard for me to just like kick some ass. You know what I'm saying? Russell Lofty will never stop smoking pole. I hope not, because that's the only reason I invite him to my room. Stooge McDuck says, Cody, we only get the Cup and Xfinity series down here. Any chance you're moving up soon? Charles says, Cody, it's just so shocking to watch someone who's so blessed, throw it all away. Damn, doesn't make sense. Hope you find your way records. I don't disagree. It's hard to say I disagree with that. Again, it's a perspective thing. Has he thrown everything away? There's a path to redemption. I can't really see. I don't see there's not being one. You know, like I said on my last show, in a year or two, he could be like, man, remember when this happened? That was crazy, right? You know, that's what I'm saying. So, anyways, Legal Mindset Sock Puppet account says, sitting there talking all your crap from your trailer park. I blame you for Nick's drugs use. Also, what happened in the Vegas suite? What happened in the Vegas suite? Well, I'll tell you, I want to be completely honest about the Vegas thing. Nick put a boom mic on the conference room table in my presidential suite and shattered it. And I don't really know if they took the deposit or not. I think they might have. Damn it, Nick. I hope you pay me 1 million super chats, Nick. I couldn't believe you. Thank you. That's not the Rolio mindset, by the way. Purple Pros, never trust CPS simps or their public defenders. Thank you, Purple. Russell Hall, since you don't seem to be in on the joke, Screech from Saved by the Bell had a sex tape leak where he literally gave a random thought of Dirty Sanchez. I don't remember this, Russell Hall. I don't know the lore from Screech from Saved by the Bell. Why would anybody know the lore about Screech from Saved by the Bell? You know? Thank you, Russell. Halo Millennium, I'm late and gay. What I miss? A whole bunch of nothing. We're just hanging out and talking about our boy Nick and the path to redemption and success. Anyways. For your Vegas glass top table. I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate that. That was a funny time, though. That was pretty funny, to be fair. It was hilarious. Thank you, Nick. Helena sent me videos of us all singing Journey, which was fun the other night. Because I told her, I was like, whatever happened to those videos? And she sent them to me. So, anyways. So Tug is saying all the voiced frustration is from a good place of love and support. Well, not from everybody, but from, I think, most people that know Nick and roll off. And Nick says, I'm aware and appreciative. What I'm not appreciative of are the fake friends, and this isn't new. They've been this way for a while, and their bullshit faux sympathy and very, very college level word concern for my family. You aren't like that, Tug. I know. And I'm pretty sure I get who he's talking about. Again, it's people going, they want the views. And, you know, it's hard for me to necessarily fault that because there's like a part of my brain that's like, man, I want those views. You know what I'm saying? There's a part of my brain that's like, man, I really want some of these fucking tasty views. But it doesn't matter what is stacked up. I'm just not built that way. I'm not built to be like, fuck this guy when I don't mean it. Right? I don't mean it. If I start a stream up and I'm like, fuck Nick, he's a piece of shit. How dare he do this to his family? How dare he be this terrible and this bullshit? You know what I'm saying? How dare he do all these things? I would not be meaning it. And it would kill me on the inside. And seeing 10,000 current wouldn't feel good. You know? But Cody, you're sweeping for Nick. I'm not giving an excuse to anything he's done. And I've voiced my frustration with it in the past. You know? That being said, he hasn't lost my friendship as a result. You know? Friends go through some shit sometimes. You know? It's just how this works. Ted's super fake super chat emporium says cocaine's a hell of a drug, Rick James. It is. It is. Anyways. Oh my God. You know. Anyways. And think about it. Think about what's harder to do, right? It would be very easy to start up a stream and say he's a piece of shit. It'd be really easy. But like I said, I'm just not built that way. I've never been built that way. Hey, maybe I lose a couple subs in the process, but I'm just not. It's not how I'm stacked up, man. And it might be the trailer park in me. I don't know. You know, and it you know, I'll tell you. Actually, let me tell you why I think I'm not that way. I think I'm not that way because I detest when it's done to me. Do you get what I'm saying? Let me reiterate. There's a lot of people that had 100 subs and I saw that they were good at streaming and I brought them on my show. And this is several people. And I helped grow their show. And it wasn't my goal. I just enjoyed talking to them. And now they're full-time content creators now. And they're doing great. But guess who doesn't read my DMs anymore nor respond to them because they associate with another sector of content creators. They don't talk to me anymore because they're afraid their viewers and their peers will be mad because Camelot's bad. Camelot said a thing a few months ago. We can't talk to him anymore. Doesn't matter that he brought me on the show and, as a result, grew my channel. Can't talk to him. I don't like when that happens to me. Therefore, I can't do it to other people, knowing how bad it feels to be done to me. Right? That's just how that is. To be fair, Zia's boobs made her show. That's true. Zia also doesn't. I wasn't talking about Zia at all, but Zia's a bitch and I hate her. Not really, but I kind of dislike her a little because she don't talk to me anymore. She hates me. Camelot bad. I don't think she hates me. She's just preoccupied. Psycho Crusher. Out of curiosity with the police report, was there any mention of a syringe being collected? No. The cops implied that there was a marking of some sort on Nick's arms, but it was confirmed to be a puncture mark. No, it was not confirmed to be a puncture mark. It was a random comment from a random person that was involved in like the anonymous reporting or whatever they call it. The mandatory report. I'll tell you right now. Yeah, Nick's not using IV drugs. I'm sorry, he's just not. And if he was, they would have found countless needles at his residence, and they did not. So I think that's a pretty dumb thing to say. I think, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of people that have no idea what drugs are or what they do or anything like that. For example, like people thought Nick had HIV. Now, granted, they said that because it was funny. They didn't say it because they actually thought it. People think that I do cocaine because I have a deviated septum. And depending on the pollen count, which I have an app on my phone for, depending on the pollen count, I'll be sniffly or not. Usually really bad from March until May. And people just assume I'm on cocaine. Completely ignore the fact that I'm almost 200 pounds of fucking solid ass mass. And I can bench almost 400 pounds. You can't do that if you're on coke, bro. Because when you're on coke, you don't eat anymore. And your boy loves eating. But people just think that. Oh, you on coke? Because he sniffled a little. I'm like, damn. So no. Yeah, I think that's pretty done. Now, has Nick done other things? Maybe. I mean, but heroin is not one of them. There's plenty of things you can shit on Nick for. Heroin's not one of them. That's just like weird confirmation bias stuff. He's doing all of it, I guess. Florida Farmer says, "What's up, my boy? So you're a full-time racer now? How does the YouTube money compare to the NASCAR money?" The NASCAR money is about 100 times more. But it's also 100 times more expensive to do anything. Right? So if you sign $1 million deal in NASCAR, 800,000 of it's going to everything that's in the deal. So it doesn't really translate. Right. So thank you, Florida Farmer. We all know you ain't on coke. Thank you, Dryless. I appreciate you. Healer from Kentucky. My favorite thing is the stream is going to be used as evidence in the trial. I hope this all gets sorted out, Nick, with minimal damage. I agree. I don't know about the trial thing, but I agree with that. Oh, I got monster on me. I got monster juice on me. Freshly squeezed monster. Thank you. Lord of Kino says, has Nick confirmed whether he did the brown? I don't know what the brown is. You talking about like banged like a black lady? I don't think he's into black chicks, man. You know how Nick is. He don't like people of color. That's a joke, by the way. Purple Pro says Johnny Depp has body cam footage. Oh shit. Could you imagine if Johnny Depp was the one streaming Nick's hearing? That's funny. Nick says, I've never done an IV drug in my life. Absolutely absurd. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I think it's, like I said, it's just people like, if he's done this, he must have done everything else. Like, people, okay, here, I'll boil it down for you. People that have never even been involved or talked to anybody or had any friends or family involved in drugs at all, when they hear coke, they're like, is he shooting up cocaine? Are you shooting up your marijuana? That's, what I'm saying, it's like old lady syndrome. And a lot of these people are part of the old lady syndrome, because they've been sitting there playing, they took a break from StarCraft 2 Diamond League for a minute, and now they're on the forum, and they've never even drank or anything, so they don't, and that's not a bad thing. Fuck. I was diamond level in StarCraft 2 for like 2 rounds after my 5 rounds initially. And then the freaking Koreans came in and showed my white ass that I did not belong in StarCraft anymore. Anyways, thank you, Rekieta. Somebody said, so the snorting is okay, but Ivy is bad. No, I don't think anybody's saying that. You know, I don't think anybody's saying that. Ben Henniger says, I've always looked up to Nick, but no one is perfect. Hope he can make things right and come back better than ever. I agree. On a side note, your ARCA racing has brought me back to NASCAR. Haven't really watched it since Dale Earnhardt died. Well, I'm glad, and I hope you come to a race. Oh, I have something for you guys. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot. It is time to grift. Thank you so much, Ben. I appreciate that, Ben. Thank you, dude. In honor of Nick bringing all these beautiful views to all our boys here, go check this out real quick. I have officially released my first NASCAR merch ever, and it will be gone in 26 days forever. So go get you one right now. It helps me on basically traveling expenses because it's mind-bogglingly expensive because the team doesn't cover it for some reason. Maybe after Monday they will. There it is right there. Please go get you a shirt or a mug or anything and then wear it to my race and let me sign it. That would be so cool. I've been trying to get merch out for a while, but it's just really, it's hard to not try to get copyright, like in trouble with copyright. So go get that shirt or a mug or a phone case or whatever have you, and come to one of my races and let me sign it. That'll be really, really cool. So there it is right there. It's this shirt right here. Move out the way. Here it is. Look how cute. It's even got my stupid face on it. It's got my stupid face. Go get you a stupid shirt with my face on it, with a stupid face. It's got the frog car on it, and it's got the Timcast car with no copyright issues there. Got my name on it, my real name, everybody. You can't really avoid my real name being on something now. So it's all over my Wikipedia. So support your boy. It really helps me out in a big way. And I'd love to see people wearing it at the races. So that'd be cool. And we've been having a lot of fun. And now the link's not popping up. And because I was trying to pin it, and now it's not popping up. All right, here. Let me pin this, and then we'll move on. I really wanted to get that out there, though, because I keep forgetting to mention it to you boys. And it would help me out a lot if you just picked up a shirt and then wore it to a race. Why does Wicked Virtue hate Camelot? Does she hate me? That. What? Did she say that? Oh my gosh, my chat's freaking frozen. God, YouTube. Get your shit together, YouTube. Oh my gosh. Pin message. Did it work? Docs. Yes, I've doxed myself by existing. It's just okay, there it is. I think I pinned it. I might have not. If I didn't pin it, let me know. Get that shirt. All right, here we go. Got my Fight Milk Law Tube card from Steve Godney. Yeah. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. It said pinned, but I don't see it. Anyways, YouTube is asshole. It is also on Rumble and it's pinned as well. So get you some shirt. Get you a little shirt, please. Anyways, yeah, it's just not pinned. I don't know why. Fucking YouTube. Fucking YouTube. Wait, I bet I can just do it from the actual page itself. That'd be easier. The YouTube Studio app is terrible right now. It's just not working. Only 12 dislikes. Holy shit. I figured it'd be way more than that. Oh, it's already pinned. Okay, cool. Never mind. It's pinned. All right, cool. All right. Michael Kinney says former Bell's bondman from Ohio dealt with heroin enough. Nick is not on heroin by any metric. People have no clue what heroin's like. Yeah, and I don't think many people actually believe that. So, it's just another damn thing, right? Kid Flash Nacho says, what are the steps to be a pro racer for NASCAR? Go race somewhere for a series that has a decent amount of tracks that are kind of different. Race for a couple years in a respected series. It's going to be expensive. I bought my own car and bought my own tires and probably spent $200,000 over the course of 4 years. And then you put in an application and a resume for NASCAR. Doesn't that sounds kind of silly, right? It actually sounds a little silly. No, you actually do that. You put in a resume and everything for now. You don't just start. It's like a job. And if they approve it, you're approved, and then you'd go do test and you'll race and blah blah blah. And then you basically just say the more starts, lead lap finishes, RAFs, running at finish, you accrue, the more likely they will approve you for a higher series until you're approved for everything. Thank you, Kid Flash. Kitchen knife rescue. My buddy took a little too much of the brown and passed away. He left behind a wife, 2 adult sons, and a 50-foot hole in a crematorium. What is brown? Can somebody in the chat let me know what brown is? Right? So, Teresa says this is clickbait. There's no very good news. There is very good news. What are you talking about? Nick said he's removing booze from the situation on his show. He's reorganizing his show, and making, everything in his life a priority. That's good news, man. Bad news would be him saying, fuck y'all, I'm blasted right now, and I don't care what you guys think. And then starting up a stream shirtless, being like, woo, heroin. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you. That would be bad. But there's more to cover. We're not done here. There's a lot more. I'm just, super chat's going crazy. Psycho Crusher, thanks for the clarification. People go wild with their imagination and spread misinformation rather than looking for facts. Well, that's all it's ever been. It's always been misinformation. So BG Corporation, why does Cody look so sad in that t-shirt? He's got that please buy my shirt look. Look, okay. That was the first time I ever did a photo shoot for like NASCAR, and it was weird. I had to do like an official photo shoot and go into this building with all these cameras, and I was not prepared. So yes, I would like to do it again. Like I'd do it again and like do it better, but it's all good. Alan Rees, the crazy thing was people went on Nick's show once and he made a lot of law tubers other famous and super successful. Only a few could do that. Yeah. I agree. Now, to talk about the other side of the spectrum, they don't really owe Nick, and I don't think Nick thinks these people owe him any loyalty for bringing them on his show. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that they've been friends in the past, you would believe there'd be a little leeway to hope they get better. And I'm talking minimalistically. You could shit on the situation and say, like Tug, he's telling Nick to shut up, right? And Tug's been covering it, and he's not exactly been super positive, but he also shares the same exact thing that I do. Is I hope he gets better, and I hope he does what he's supposed to do, and I think that's what he's doing right now. That's what I'm seeing, and that's good. That's why I'm in a positive mood right now. And people are like, why are you not shitting on him? Because I've talked to him, and he seems like he's got his head on straight, And now, could things go south? Shit, fuck, yeah, sure. Are people in my chat going to pop in if something goes south and they're like, you were wrong? I'll be like, yeah, dude, I was. But hell, there's nothing we can do, right? And I hold the unpopular opinion as a content creator on YouTube that you owe your friends, the benefit of the doubt in certain situations, and that could end up getting me bit in the ass, and that's fine. But that was the choice already made, right? So that's just how it works for me, It's not like I'm gonna die if it went south. It doesn't bother me, You were wrong. Well, I would rather be wrong and be happy that I, loosely supported my boy than be right and have all these streams where I was talking shit when I didn't even mean it. So that's how I sees it. Ted's fake super chat emporium says brown is cocaine and gunpowder. I thought it was heroin. Hold on. What the fuck? What the hell? I thought it was heroin. Now you changing your shit on me. God. All right. Anyways, where did I go? Nick says, anyhow, catch you later. All right. Thank you for hanging out for like an hour in the show. Regardless of what a lot of people in chat are saying, I'm pretty sure the vast majority of people want to see you better and see you make the right choices. And I'm inclined to believe that you will. And that is my hope. And also, you're a smart guy. So I don't have any worries in that avenue. Rob, browns when you mix gunpowder with coke. Oh, okay. So now everybody's talking about it now. The amphetamine from gunpowder allowed the coke to move more freely. Wait, what? Is this real? Wait, you really do this? You mix cocaine with gunpowder? You guys shitting me? That's kind of badass sounding. Gunpowder? Woo! Don't light a match. It just explodes. That sounds crazy, dude. Rob. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate you, Rob. Shezong the Great says, is it too late to get on the ass of your car, Sejong? The ass? You mean like as an entire sponsor on the back of my car? I have a spot open on my bumper. If you are interested, DM me. So it's my last spot left. We got Public Square, Timcast, and we have one more coming on, but it's not going to be on the bumper. And then the bumper is going to be a big one. Now the bumper is a big one though. So if you're serious about it, get on it, doggone it, message me. It's going to be pretty crazy. Speaking of pretty crazy, Darth Ichro-Taki. My boy. Hold on. Let me turn slow mode on. Skytex is yelling at me. I can hear it in his damn Southern Texas voice. Turn slow mode on, damn it. Hold on. God, YouTube Studio is so laggy. God, what is it, 1992? Jesus. It's infuriating. All right, there you go, Jesus. Fig Newton, what's your windshield? I can't see. All right, Darth Ikrotachi says, been watching since the GameStop video blew up, been a follower forever since, and love your vids. Proud of you being able to chase your racing dream. Thank you so much, dude. I still wake up sometimes and I can't believe that I'm doing it, and it's pretty cool. So thank you. I'll be at the Iowa race. You plan on doing a meet and greet? Yes, we'll probably doing a meet and greet. I think so. Love you. Thank you. I appreciate you, dude. Alabama man. Thank you. Darth. Oh, let me put you on the car for Iowa. Is that freaking? That's the dude. What is his name? It might be that name. I'm thinking of Depa Billaba. That's that Jedi lady. Depa Billaba. So I'm a dumbass, right? And I remember the Duel of Fates. I used to say Depa Billaba, and like when I was playing Star Wars Obi-Wan. Depa Billaba, Depa Billaba, Depa Billaba, Depa Billaba. That was so weird. Why did I do? I was a stupid kid, man. There was probably a reason why I was sitting beside Dirty Sanchez. Thank you, Darth. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Phil C says your t-shirt design's a bit dorky, but I ordered one anyway. Guess I'm a simp. Oh, thank you, dude. It is dorky. It's supposed to be. There'll be another design that's even more dorky next month. So thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. It all goes towards my traveling expenses to get to races because my credit card is crying. It's literally crying right now. Every time I pay it in full every month, and it like breaks me. It's like my mortgage payment, man. Thank you, Phil. I appreciate you. Sean, get better, Nick. You can do this. Hell yeah. Thank you, man. Psycho Crusher becomes a member. Thank you. I appreciate you, dude. Don't forget, click on the pinned link in the chat. Buy one of my shirts for NASCAR. It helps me out a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, it's Jess. He says t-shirts aren't on brand for me, but I'll get one. Make it a low cut ladies top tank. I'll get two. Hey, no, it's on there. There's tank tops and ladies tank tops and everything on there. Get you one. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate you so much. Get on it, doggone it. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope I get to hang out with you and Flux soon. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, let's continue. All right, guys, stop super chat. I have to continue this show, and you just shower me with delicious monies. God, living the dream. Thank you. She's on the great. I'm an alcoholic. I don't know why that was funny. I apologize, man. Who has gone through recovery? I drink maybe once or twice a week. Nice. I'm seriously rooting for Nick to get better. I've watched friends die. It's not worth it. Yeah, I'm right there with you. 100%. Right there with you. Get on it, doggone it. Get better. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you, Sejon. The great. Thank you. Trucker Rob says, hey, Cody, off to Bristol this week to watch some drag racing. Hope your week goes well. Thank you, my friend. I'll also be racing at Bristol. Get on it, doggone it. Thank you, Trucker Rob. Appreciate you, Trucker Rob. I'm excited for that one. Sean, gifted one membership. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Luna Monet, catch you later. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. But it's about to get really spicy. Let me share my screen again. It's about to get really spicy because we've had some really good results in ARCA. So my other license coming, if not already. And we're signing a deal probably Monday, and it's a very long deal. It's a very lucrative deal, a very profitable deal that's going to keep me in racing for a long, long time. So I'm fucking pumped. So I'm really happy. And I'll tell you how it happened. I'll tell you a short story. Here's the story, how it happened. I met with some people, and these people are very, very influential people behind the scenes. And they said, when I was at the race, they were like, hey, you got to get a lead lap finish and be very, very competitive in this race, because we were in a fast car. And they were like, if you do that, then we're going to have an opportunity for you. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to try, right? And we go out there, and lo and behold, I'm running 9th on the lead lap all race. We have a late race restart in 3rd place. I didn't take tires because it was a crazy situation, which I guess luckily we got a lot of TV time as a result for Timcast. And we finished 13th on the lead lap. So as soon as I got out of the car, we had a conversation and a meeting set up for the future. So hell yeah. And what people don't understand is I'm racing in cars that are not winning cars. They're not even top 10 cars. That's the issue. And when people see that you're getting top 10s and lead lap finishes with these cars, they get interested in putting you in something else long-term and doing some cool things. So you'll see it on social media. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and everything, because you're going to see it. Sean, thank you. All right. Anyways, so let's talk about this some more. Yes. Yes. All right, boys. So anyways, so as we read, Nick's restructuring his show, getting things organized, and removing alcohol officially as a theme of his show, which is very, 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 very beneficial. And it's more showing people that you mean what you're doing, you mean your recovery, you mean to get out of a situation. Because everybody's stance, including mine, was I don't see accountability, and I don't like it. And if you watch my video from yesterday, you'll see what I'm saying. I was a little bit more downtrodden on that video yesterday, and I was like, I don't like this. My friend is going to die and no one cares. That's kind of what I was talking about. And now, since I've talked to the guy and I've, things seem to be going in a more positive, light. Now, granted, that doesn't mean that they'll end up that way. I'm not going to be a naive dumbass. I'm in my mid-30s, man. He could be just saying shit. Like, I'm right there with you. And Nick is in the chat, and I'm not afraid to say it. Like, he could be lying, but I'm hoping that this is all legitimate and real, and we're a good thing. And that's how I'm looking at it. Could be wrong. So anyways, that girl says, I work in addiction. So I think that's why I keep hoping he figures it out. Thanks so much for being a stand-up guy through this mess. Andrew. Oh, this is responding to Legal Mindset. I was like, what the fuck? So this is responding to Illegal Mindset. Thanks for being such a stand-up guy through this mess, Andrew. Somebody had to be the adult in the room, and I'm glad you stepped up. Nick responds, he's not a stand-up guy. The XPS Gamer says, Nick, now is not the time to be fucking around. Nick says, no one's fucking around except a bunch of insulationist. It's a hard word for us Alabama men. Cockbags, not tug, pretending at legal advice out of genuine concern. Their elementary advice is so legally blind, I expect them to be giving Chris Glenn the blowjob in the election. And that's us getting to the whole speaking on social media or speaking publicly is a negative thing, right? Like I said, I kind of had that perspective. But he says, Nick makes a decent point where this is a different world we live in now. And just through personal things that I've been through recently in professional life, it is. Now, does that apply one-to-one to social media and legal issues? Maybe not. Maybe it does. But in my situation, the only reason I'm racing is because of my social media presence. I'll be right there. I'll be up front with you. And the reason I continue to race is because we're having a lot of success. If I was wrecking cars left and right, it'd be done. But I've had a running it finish 100% of my career in ARCA right now, which is a big deal. Lead attorney, what's up, dude? How you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you in years. I haven't seen you since we were hanging out, man, in that weird ass like 80s themed room that had the swirly stairs. You remember that shit? I was like, this room's wild. I'm more into the like Victorian furniture. I like Victorian furniture. So I don't like that weird like modern stuff. How you doing, buddy? Thank you, man. Oh, he says, by the way, I didn't even read it. I just pulled him up and just talk shit. Says, thanks, Boraku girl. We all support Nick. Thank you, lead attorney. Appreciate you. All right. Anyways. But again, I think we are in a different time. Now, time will answer all of our time will answer all of our questions, though. Hey, Boraku girl's right there in the chat. That's who. Oh, he wasn't even talking to me. He was talking to yo ass. Jesus, he don't even care about me. Damn, lead attorney. Beat me in super chats and don't care about me. How could you? I always see him right above me on my email. How could you? We already read that one. We already led that one. And this is the one where Legal Mindset says the thing, and he says your advice is worthless. Let's go into this thread a little. And I don't think Nick responds again though in this. The memes. Oh, my favorite one of all time. I love it. I love this meme. Dude, you cannot love this. Or you cannot not love this. Come on. If I was Nick, this would be my profile picture on every social media page. Come on, you have to. Look how beautiful this is. All right. So, salute. Anyways. It's great. All right. So anyways, let's scroll up here. So this is what I was talking about earlier. So this is Nick representing a new perspective on social media in the age of social media in terms with legality. As your lawyer will suggest you don't speak on any matter, right? And Nick's kind of arguing for the opposite. Like, why not? We're in a different age. So this is what Nick says. He says, actually, I've spoken about this before and the impracticality of this decades-old legal advice in the age of social media, especially with influencers. The advice is anachronistic. Why does Nick use big words? Does he not know I can't read this shit? I'm sure you're a Kirby Latina too. Oh my God. Don't start right now. I'm not trying to get degenerate on stream now. Come on. And I tend to agree just for the sake of everything in my professional life has been very different than you would think it would be because of social media. Now, does this ring true? I guess we'll find out in a couple months. You know what I'm saying? But I tend to think, yeah, it probably is a little different. And I'm sure Nick's lawyer would be telling him that if it was the best course of action, or at least, you know, minimalistically don't do it, right? So hands on the hips. Ooh. Oh. God. Dude, I tell you what, man, if Latina chick, if like Hispanic women, a delicious, thick Latina, if they weren't so crazy jealous, I would probably be married to one. But you can't. Because they'll kill you in your sleep if you look in the direction of another woman. Or they'll send their cousins over to beat your ass. And I'm not into that life. I can't do it. No, thank you. But God, man, if I found me a good Latina, ooh. Spicy, thin waist, big ass, and she was cool, and she had no family, I would learn Spanish immediately. Come on, Jace, in fuego. Oh, anyways, sorry. Yeah, you know, you can't be talking about Latinas in my chat. Get me turned, baby. It gets me turned, baby. Oh, my God. But as you guys can see, people are still sucking it dry. Suck it dry. Nice podcast, stupid. Hey, Nick, take a swig of whiskey. Do a line of yo. Yo. Stick the Baldo. In April, I'm Holt. I know fucking Art was making fun of people pronouncing that wrong. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it Imholty or Imholt. I hope it's Imholt because Imholty sounds good. I'm gonna be honest. I hope it's Imholt. Just promise us you'll get on stream ASAP and tell all the haters to get booked. Thanks, Camelot. I appreciate you. I will say one thing. Regardless of or not, if it's a good idea, when Nick does a show, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be fun. I'm going to watch the hell out of it. M. Holty. Oh, really? I don't want to smash her anymore. Plus, she's about to be 30, so she expires soon. But still, you know. From PBR Racing of Nebraska, thanks for watching, supporting the sport. Thank you, living for my doggos. I'm trying, baby. I'm trying. Juan Wrong says, I think Nick is lying because telling actual truth makes him look bad, makes things worse, and makes his friends think he's not being accountable. What do you mean telling actual truth? What do you mean? So, are you saying the objective truth? So, sorry, I'm reading the chat. Megamind. Sorry. Fuck, how can you say this? God, Jesus. All right. So, because he's telling the actual truth. So, if he tells the actual truth, that's what I'm saying. If he's like, hey, look, I have an issue, which objectively, from my view, that's the truth. I know you think I should shit on him more, but whatever. But from my perspective, there's a problem. And that's the objective truth for me. And I think that's the objective truth for the reality of the situation. So him saying the objective truth, I don't see that as being a bad thing at all. Maybe for his case, I don't really know. That's probably why he hasn't overtly said anything, you know. But he has said he's removing alcohol from his shows, which is a big move. It's a good move, you know. Ashley says empty shell casings do not mean he's fired a gun in his home. Yeah, I have empty shell casings for 223 in like a bag from like my first AR back in the day. All of my guns, which are locked up and I own legally. So I don't see that as firing up. Now, I guess if they're just laying around everywhere, that'd be a little weird. Like, why you got these laying around everywhere? But deal not to vacuum your house, please. You know, so thank you, John Wrong. Billy Oakey says the only crime Nick did was not smiling in the pic. Nah, he did a good job. I think it's a good. I overtly think it's a good ass mugshot. Triton Brown. There were empty shell casing found. It all makes sense now. Oh my god. See, the chat's smarter than me. Wow. All right. So, by the way. My father married my mom and lucked out as she had gone North Carolina with her parents. We are Mexicans. NC with her parents. Gone NC. What does that mean? We are Mexicans. I don't know what that means. What is NC, Iricus? I love Mexicans. Mexican food is the best. I'm pulling the Trump. I love Mexicans and their food. They're good people. Iricus, you're on the car, my friend. We have 9 names on the car for Iowa. We're doing good. We got 2 weeks. Well, we got a week until I get it printed. Thank you, Enriquez. Another red boy to join the boys in blue. I appreciate you. I agree, neurodivergent one. I have so many empty shell casings in my house. Plenty that are not empty. Yeah, so they're not strewn around, though. So maybe that's the issue. Thank you, Enriquez. Donna Gooch, if you like Nick, root for him to get lost until his case is over. And I don't really see that as an untrue statement, right? Now, as far as, like I said, we were talking about earlier, talking on social media, maybe that's not necessarily a negative thing, you know, in his current situation, maybe. But it also maybe. So, you know, I'm saying I can relate to the fact that when you work with young teams in racing, it is completely different. Completely different. When you work with young teams in racing, it's all about social media and it's all about like really professional things. With older people, it's like, give me cash. I don't read text. Call on this time of day. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have a social media presence at all. Donna Egbert says, my order arrives Tuesday. Be sitting by my mailbox, so nothing's taken any hint for what the next design will be. Oh, I don't even know, but it's going to be meme worthy. Thank you, Donna. I love you. I appreciate you, Donna. You're too good to me. You're too good to me. Thank you, Donna. So Arika says, my father married my mom and lucked out as she had gone non-communist. Is that what that means? With her parents? Thank you. I'm trying to follow. MTB Steve says, I worked with a Mexican chick for a couple months, an authentic one for LA, from LA. Everything you want and everything you do not want. Oh, Jace. Nick Bracci, dude, I love the Liquid Death logo. The Liquid Death logo is one of the coolest logos of all time. Went to my first NASCAR race at the Truck Series Friday night at Charlotte, and all the idiots saying it's easy, it's the real deal. Did you watch my race, Nick? Our race was right before that. Did you watch my race? No contact, Carrie. Thank you. All right, Arika's, I get it. Went no contact with the parent. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you. Makes way more sense now. Nick says, huh? Friday night of Charlotte. Yes, my race was Friday night. I raced in the Arkham Menard series. I was the blue Timcast car, and we restarted third with like 8 laps to go. Were you there, Nick? Did you see me? Did you see me trying so hard to be successful for Joe? Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you. I didn't make it. What? You son of a bitch. After everything we've been through together. God. Christoph McGough says, English people snort dried tobacco powder. It was sold in stores here. I used to smoke and I snorted tobacco long before I ever tried drugs. Snorting makes people think illegal, drugs, and death. Unless you have used English snorting tobacco, it's all subjective. Yeah. Agree. You lost. Oh, you fucker. I'm right there with you. Christoph McGough, you're on the car, buddy. Again, of course, you're always on the damn car. I appreciate you so much for your 1,000 Norwegian Krogans. Thank you. Thank you for being a friend. Do. Travel down the road and back again. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, dude. Somebody said something about Nick. Hold on. I don't even want to look in the chat. Let me look at the other chat. The StreamYard chat's actually fine. The freaking normal YouTube chat, I can't even read it. Somebody said something about I don't like your tooth. Okay. Says, I love you. I don't agree with how lenient you are, Nick, but we can agree to disagree. Still love you. Enjoy your night and hope everything's good. If you watch my first stream, I wasn't at all. I was a little bit pissed. But it's been a week since then. And I've talked to Nick directly several times. And, you know, from the conversations I've had, it seems there's a lot of accountability and a lot of changes being made. And I know people don't see that online. I get it. That's the way I'm thinking, how I think. And that doesn't mean that things will get better or worse. That's just how I feel in my current state of mind. Things could go south, man. They could totally go south. The camera footage can come out. It could all go south right there. So it's very, very possible. So, you know, I'm just going off of the conversations I've had, you know, so it's hard to say. Bad Dragonite, Cody's the one-man race warrior. Thank you, Bad Dragonite. I appreciate that. Let me update the chat, the slow-ass chat that I can barely freaking see on YouTube side. Josh Boss, ordered my t-shirt this past week. Plan on wearing it to Bristol. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Donald Gooch says, stats say not likely. And you're right. Thank you, Josh Bosch. I appreciate you. It is pinned in the chat, my first ever NASCAR merch. Please give it a look-see. Please. It helps me out with my traveling expenses because they are the only thing that's not covered by my sponsorship, and it is brutal. It's brutal. Thank you. Joseph, I was at the race, Cody. Can't believe you didn't see me. I had my boobs out waving at you. What? Did I not wave at you? It is pretty far, though. The stands are real far at Charlotte. Thank you, Joseph. Well, hey, I'm sorry. I'm a failure and didn't see your titties. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate that. But yeah. anyways, let's move on to more positive things. We've currently sold 45 shirts. Oh my God, boys. What is up? Wow. Thank you guys. Awesome, dude. 45 shirts, boys. You guys are goated as hell. Swift kiss to your penises. I appreciate you. You have a pic of the patriotic Timcast car? I sure do. You guys want to see the new Timcast car that we're debuting? I think at Mid-Ohio. I'm not for sure though. It will definitely be at Mid-Ohio, but it may be sooner. Where is it? Where is it? What the hell? Man, why did they not do this by date? Why is after like a week it doesn't sort it by date anymore? Very frustrating indeed. All right, I'll just pull it up on my email here. Let's pull it up for the email. We're doing it live. Oh, actually, well, yeah, it's in email. Timcast. Wrap. What is it called? What is it called? Okay, we're just gonna do this. I'm just gonna Google Tim. We're googling it. Wow, I can't believe this. I guess I'll just go to DMs. We're gonna go to Twitter DMs instead. That'll be easier because I have it in Twitter DMs. I also have the official wrap actually. There it is. Okay. Look how cute it is. All right, here's the new paint scheme, boys, for oh, that's probably why. Derp. All right, here's the new paint scheme starting in Iowa, boys. It's going to be Mid-Ohio, the road course, but it might also be sooner. Right here. It's red, white, and blue. It's got chickens on it everywhere. You see the chickens? We got a rooster on it. Chickens everywhere. And it's red, white, and blue. I think it looks really, really slick. So I'm very excited to debut this. So very, very excited. That's the new wrap, boys, going forward for June and July. America. The America wrap. Get on it, doggone it. Thank you. All right, boys. Dryless. Long time no see. I'm still here. Weird drama you have. Super weird. Well, it's about my boy. It's about one of my friends. It's in a fucked up spot. Made some mistakes and is reaping that shit right now heavily. But we're hoping for the best. So that's kind of what's going on. And we're talking about it. You know, there's a lot to talk about. Thank you, Dryless. I appreciate it, dude. For the pink boy. Thank you. It's blue and white, not red and white. What? No, there's red in there. I just think that you lying to me. There's red in there, Dryless. Come on. Thank you. Bad Adam says, high speed, low drag. Cody, great to hear you're moving up the racing ladder. I never said anything about that. What are you talking about? Hope to come see a racing person. Probably Dover. Nice. Keep the shiny side up. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Go boy in the bank. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. The chicken makes sense. The race car is gay, but the chicken makes sense. I can't disagree entirely. Anyways. All right. Oh, shit. You going to super chat that shit to me? Arctic Bunker. Yeah, Arctic Bunker, that's already happened, friend. It's already happened a long time ago, actually. See, that's the unfortunate truth about being online only. Come on. You really going to ask this in my chat, bro? When you know damn well April's is? Come on. One of them shot out 5 puppies. Look. It's all about biology. You know? It's just how it works, man. Imagine shoving 5 bowling balls to the ass. Okay? April have shoved 0 bowling balls. And I'm pretty sure Aaron M. Holte has a tiny penis. Oh, fuck. All right. Billy Hatcher, how much to Fight Milk? We passed like a snake. Oh, we passed all of it, man. Thank you. Dryless. Elizabeth says, mods, thank you, friends of chat. Thank you. Thank you, Dryless, for your gold, boy. I love you, dude. I appreciate you. What do you mean, Tug Simp? What do you mean, Tug Simp? Bro, this is the Truth podcast, okay? Thank you, Dryless. I appreciate you, buddy. This is all about truth. And the truth is, life is a thing. It's physiological. Okay? All right? Okay? If I dated a girl who had just divorced her black husband, probably going to be like throwing a hot dog around a hallway. Just how it works. I'm not lying. You know what I'm saying? Imagine it this way. You ever talking to a girl, and I know a lot of you are women in the chat. I'm a guy. You ever talking to a girl, guys in the chat, and you're talking back and forth kind of sexily? And she's like, I've been told I'm just so tired. I know I am. Bitch, you ain't. I'm sorry you're not. If you have to say that, you are definitely not. That shit hasn't made a noise in years. You know what? They don't even know how to spell queef anymore. Come on. Damn it. That's what I'm saying, Georgina. Ain't no way in hell. If you were previously married to a black man, I will never be able to make you have any good time. You already experienced the best. Oh, hell. It's a joke, guys. It's a joke. No, I'm just kidding. All right. My heart. I laughed too hard. Now I'm hard. Oh, did you guys hear that who is it? The federal government tried to seize Alex Jones' studio and put locks on his door and forcefully liquidate all of his assets? Did you guys hear about that? Alex Jones, I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. Yes, the FBI is trying to take his ass. They're trying to take his ass. Why is it when you're a conservative, you are held by a very high standard in law? It's very strange. I'm just going to not be a conservative. I adhere to leftism. Please don't arrest me. Jesus. Apparently, you can just break every law in the book if you're a leftist. Woo! Is it true that you hung out with a 13-year-old? Yeah, but see, I identify as liberal. They're like, it's fun. Fuck it. It's crazy, man. Crazy. I don't get it. I'll never understand it. Anyways, 200 Watt Studio says, can I get pit passes for Michigan? Yes, you can. Just DM me. DM me. Celia Joy says, be careful with the trust right now. Things can get better. It all depends on if Nick chooses the right path. If he doesn't, it'll only get worse. I pray he chooses sobriety for his children. I agree. I cannot disagree with this super chat at all. I am right there with you. Right there with you. 100%. Get on it, doggone it. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, says Celia Joy. Dryless. We demand Fight Milk. Oh, we hit it, baby. We hit Fight Milk. We're going to do it, but you got to like the show. We got to get to 1,500 likes before I do Fight Milk. That could be 30 seconds. I don't know. You guys are wild. Thank you, Dryless. Thank you so much, dude. My boy Dryless is going really hard for me. He's going too hard. We're setting records every day, dude. Thank you. Appreciate you, Dryless. Thank you. Dryless, my boy. Original OG, by the way. Mr. Scott says, whose prison wallet is tighter, yours or Nick's? I can guarantee you Nick's has not made a fart noise in years. Me, on the other hand, I'm not about that life. I can't even take a thumb. Thank you, Mr. Scott. All right. Nick has to admit he has a problem first, and that's a long way off. Look, he hasn't stated that publicly, and that's all I'll say. Anyways, thank you. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love. Thank you. We're selling shirts left and right. We're selling phone cases. We've sold 50 shirts so far on this show. 50 shirts. That helps me out so much. It is in the pin chat. If we could sell 100 of these bitches, that would just really help me out. Because I got to get a plane ticket to Iowa probably tomorrow. So thank you guys. There's the link right there. Anyways, moving on. Nick can't admit to anything. Cypri and Cole. Yeah. So here's the sticky situation, right? This is the sticky situation. You can't really admit to anything, you know, because if your defense is those drugs aren't mine, now I'm gonna say right now that's kind of a insane defense to be made, but that might be your defense. I was thinking the defense is more along the lines of an unconstitutional warrant or search and seizure. I think that's what Barnes was talking about. I don't really know about that. That seems a little crazy to me. I was watching Good Logic show, and he did a really good evaluation of the warrant, and he kind of came to the conclusion, and it made a lot of sense that the warrant is warranted, right, in the eyes of the law. So I don't know, though. I'm not a lawyer, but that's what I watched his, and it seemed pretty legit there. Drop Barracuda says, sorry if you covered this earlier. Saw someone raise money for the body cam footage, but looks like the county's pushing back. Hope they don't release, if anything, for privacy. Well, here's my opinion on that. I can see that privacy. I agree. I wouldn't want people seeing a bust at my house. That would be just, that would suck. Especially my children. If I had children in the house and they can get taken out of the house and they're on camera to getting pulled out of the house, that sucks, man. You know, it's just a heartbreaking thing to see, especially if it's your own kids, because you're gonna that camera footage will be there forever. On the other end of the spectrum, a lot of people hoping it gets released. They're wanting it for two reasons. The first reason is so they can drag his ass. The second reason, and this is the reason I would like to see it, is to exonerate and see that there was no like fucked up child abuse shit happening. I would like to see that. I mean, I don't necessarily think anything happened, obviously. I've already said that. Especially me and Tug talked about it, how they waited 6 days. If there was actually a situation where children were in danger, they wouldn't wait 6 days. They would go immediately when the mandatory report happened. But they waited 6 days. So that being said, I don't believe something native happened as far as neglect and abuse. But I would like to see the footage just to be like, all right, nothing happened, right? Does that make sense? So I can see both sides of it. I'm pulling a Tim Pool and sitting on that fence, baby. I'm sitting on the fence, baby. Nick doesn't owe us anything. He only owes it to himself to be able to change. Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Jeremy. Hey, boy. Appreciate you, dude. Hey, boy. Thank you. Hey, boy. Stop Moss says the house is a mess. Yeah, we haven't seen that either. And that would be another thing. Now, granted, look, if my maid hasn't been here in a couple weeks, my house is destroyed. So there's that, you know. So that's a thing. So, but I think you can recognize immediately if something's fucked, right? So you could come in my house when it's kind of messy and you might not even notice. I'll notice, but you might not even notice. There's some clothes here. There's a Zaxby's cup over here. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody's they have a really bad issue, you'll notice. You'll notice when you walk into the house. You'll be like, "Holy shit, this is fucked up." You know what I'm saying? It's way different. So, be sure, Kumalat. No one wants to see our basement. Mianor says, "My basement has a supercar in it and a bunch of empty boxes." So it's not messy though. I have an engine hoist, 2 engines. I got my R8, all of which is sold now. I'm selling everything because I don't have time for anything else. I'm selling everything and traveling to meet my obligations in racing right now. So that's just how it be sometimes. P jars. Audi says turbo laggy boy. It's a naturally aspirated R8. It's not it doesn't have a turbo on it. It's an Audi R8. Keras, I saw your duck collection. I know what you've been hiding. I do have a lot of rubber ducks all over my house. It's not my fault. It's people that stay at my house. They just leave rubber ducks. Specifically Shanny and Steve and Big Mike. Thank you, Karis. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well, baby. I saw my Audi. It's pretty much sold, yeah. It's on consignment or whatever they call it. There's people already trying to buy it. So, anyways. No, I don't buy turbo cars. Everything's naturally aspirated. I don't roll like that, bruh. Okay. Anyways, Enchiladas says this is hold on. Enchiladas says this is pure hopium. I agree. It could all be a bunch of bullshit, but yeah. Anyways, finally landed back home, going to sleep. Good job. This will be a plea bargain. It will never go to court. If it does, he's doing 4 or 5 years in jail. Congratulations for your arrogance. I kind of agree. I that I don't see it going to court. A plea deal would be pretty obvious. I would hope he doesn't spend any time. Right, because the entire reason our country is so fucked up is because of single motherhood. It would be much more preferred if he stayed with his children. And, and no one wants children to be in the system where they're likely to be more abused, than maybe allegedly not having a change of clothes for a day, which, that's one thing in itself entirely. The system's fucked. It's fucked. So, only turbo I enjoy is my Cummins diesels. Bruh! I got a 6.7 Cummins. What's up? Yep. It's gone. Somebody said wanting to believe in your friend equals copium. Yeah. Well, this isn't real life for a lot of people. And I've already covered this. This is entertainment. This isn't real life. The entertainment value in this is fun for people. And I'm totally aware of that. I agree. I watch shit all the time, the crazy shit. I watched, what is it called? Fish Tank? Is it called Fish Tank? And everything that was bad was great. Watching Fatty fall down the stairs, greatest shit I've ever seen him off. I 100% agree. Difference is, the reason I have a slightly different perspective, and I don't hope for terrible things to happen to Nick, is because he's my friend. In real life, me and Nick have spent countless days hanging out, having long conversations about different stuff, experiences, family, a lot of good memories there. And that's different than a random guy online. You know what I'm saying? Sam Hyde Fish Tank, yeah. So that's why my perspective is a little different. And I get the entertainment aspect, but I'm not wishing for anybody to die or anything. It's different, a little different for me. The 2 wrecked nose popes was for sure. Why do you got to bring that up, man? That was a bad day. That's the only cars I've ever wrecked, man. And people still say Camelot wrecks all of his race cars. I had one day where I wrecked that one car. The other car was the other team, or the other driver. We had 2 drivers. I wasn't in both cars, and he wrecked one of them, and I wrecked the other. That's my only accident I've ever been in, other than track day shit. Not any professional stuff. Thank you, Stop Moss. Appreciate you. Is Nick really your friend, or is he using you? I don't think he's using me. He's not asked me to do any shows at all. I just talk to him every day. Oh, man. That's how it be sometimes. Who pays for the wrecked cars? It depends on who you're racing for and what team, your team deal is. So usually you'll have a slush fund that will pay for damages depending on who your sponsor is. It could be as little as 15 grand for an entire year, or it could be 30 grand per race. It depends on who your deal is with. Typically, if you are a talented driver, and I'm not saying I am, I'm saying if you are, you'll get a better deal, right? If you're like a generational driver, you'll pay $0. You'll be in a fast car and you'll never pay a dime, and you'll get paid likely. So, but you got to be like a Kyle Larson for that shit. Did you talk to normal Nick or high Nick? No idea. No idea. Anyways, Nick is using you for company as he paid you for your time. Yes, he super chatted like 5 times a day. He super chatted over $100. Sandy says he quit having you Camelot on his streams. Well, I covered that in the recent video. So there's that. Let's do Fight Milk for Dryless. He's yelling at me. Let's do Fight Milk for Dryless. We've got a bunch of new names in the car. We've sold over 50 shirts in this stream alone. Here it is right here. This is my new merch. And I say shirts. It could have been anything. It could have been mugs, phone cases, hats. Here's the first merch ever for my racing career. Literally the first ever of my racing career. The official Camelot merch. Go get you something. It helps me with my traveling expenses. In 27 days, this will be gone forever. So the link is in the pinned comment. Get on it, doggone it, son. Get on it, doggone it. So there it is right there. Give it some love. Help your boy out in the traveling expenses. Helps me out a lot. And get on it, doggone it. There's the link right there. I'm going to get Fight Milk supplies, and we're going to do Naked Snake and Fight Milk. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? Let's do it. Exciting. In honor of Naked Snake and Fight Milk. And by the way, don't leave. Something very special coming. Let's go. We are going to have some pretty cool stuff next. So let's, in honor of Alex Jones being persecuted by the U.S. government, let's hear the musical stylings of Alex Jones. Okay. And we'll be back for Naked Snake and Fight Milk. And something else. Get on it, doggone it. Here we go. 2 minutes.
System, the company store, the paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot belly goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna steal your daughter at the mall. We're gonna steal your wife, your son. Gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims, oh they're so good, oh they're so sweet.
I was watching Fox News as I worked out this morning.
All right. Deborah Breeden says, born to Cox family of Beaver Falls, married Mr. Breeden in Lacucci. My driver's license is a naughty joke. Hold on, Deborah. Mr. Breeden, Lacucci. Born to Cox family. Deborah Cox, Breeden Cox, Lacucci Cox. What do you... Got to have a sense of humor. Love you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm trying to figure out the joke, but I'm really stupid. You can't put that on the Alabama man. Okay. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. By the way, we're almost at 1,500 likes. Spam the like button. Close the chat. Spam the like button. Give it some love. Thank you guys so much for such a fun stream. And for people to hate me, I get it. For people that love me, I don't get it. Cox plus Coochie. Thank you, Outlaw 2. I appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. You helping me out. We're going to do nugget steak. And then we're going to do some fight milk. And then have some fun. Get on it, doggone. Alex is the man. Yes, a true American hero. An American, a national American treasure, if you will. Thank you guys so much. It's time for next. Oh, well, yeah, I guess I'll just do it this way. Because I'm going to get copyright claimed for this. There's a channel copyright claiming Snake Eater that doesn't even own Snake Eater. It's like a random lady that did a cover of Snake Eater, and she's claiming every single channel that plays the actual Snake Eater song. Like, YouTube's claim system is bullshit. A lady that has no actual right to the song is claiming all the revenue from everyone that posts the song. It's fucked up. But of course, YouTube can't do shit about it because YouTube's system is like anybody can do anything at any point in time forever. You should stop using it. Oh, I can clip it out in like 2 seconds. It's fine. It's fine. I can trim it from the stream like in 2 minutes. It doesn't take long. So, without further ado, I bring you Naked Snake. Damn, I should do that. All right, boys. Get on it, doggone it. Thank you guys so much. Here we go. Let's watch how many people leave. Because it's going to be a lot. If you stay, you're going to be in for a treat, though. Let's go. Here we go. What a thrill, boys. What a thrill. Body else. Oh, yeah. Crime. It's the way I fly to you, Ashley. Come on, boys. I'm still in a dream. Say, get up. 309. 309 in a row. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Hell yeah. All right, boys. Hey, Rob. He's got my car in the background. Thank you, Rob. He's down in my kitchen right now eating roast. He's at my house right now, Rob is. In my kitchen eating roast. I'm not even joking. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate you. Mick Stellar, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. It's now time for Fight Milk. One more time. 290 likes away from goal. I need you to spam it for your boy. It's the Griff stream. Bebop. Bebop. Ashley, thank you. Ashley looking succulent in her picture. Appreciate you, Ashley. All right, here we go. One more down the hatch for old time's sake. Today we are doing Woodford Reserve, the classic Woodford Reserve. That's what I've used in Fight Milk for a while, but I didn't have it for a while. I was using vodka, and I hate vodka. So, and I haven't had whiskey in a long time. So, exciting. Exciting. All right, here we go, boys. It's time for some Fight Milk. First, we need eggs. Here's our eggs. First, just a little bit of eggs down the hatch. There's number 1. Beautiful. Number 2. Oh, look at him. Oh, ooh. The snot consistency, my favorite thing about this. 1666 viewers. Look at that. 666. And milk. Don't forget milk. We have Fairlife, the protein milk. Very delicious. Very succulent. Here we go. Just a little bit of that on top. Just a little bit. And then to top her all off, we're going to do some Woodford Reserve. Thank you guys so much for such a fun stream today. Had a lot of fun. A lot of awesome people hanging out with your boy today. Thank you guys so much for that. Thank you all for whoever bought my shirt or my hat or anything from the new NASCAR merch, helping me out in such a big way. Thank you guys so much. It's going to be gone after a few days, and we'll be moving on to some more merch. So don't miss your chance to get it if you plan on coming to a race or if you want to wear it to anywhere. Somebody said they're going to wear it to concerts. That's pretty cool. So thank you guys for that. Next is the Woodford Reserve. Thank you so much. Here we go. Hey, Pure Jealousy says, cheers. Thank you, Pure Jealousy. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Joe Ball. What's up, buddy? Ugh. The only thing about the whiskey is it curdles a little and it's kind of strange. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Pure Jealousy. Here we go. Let's do it. Can't wait for a diecast car. I think you can still back them. And we might have another one coming. The Salamandroid. It's going to be fun, guys. Here we go. It's time for Fight Milk. Here we go. It's time for Fight Milk with Naked Snake. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? One more time. One more time. Here we go. One more time, everyone. Get ready for Fight Milk. Here we go. Woo. Oh! Woo! Let's go! The Grip Show! Are you ready? Oh my God, he's on fire. Oh, I hate it. I hate Fight Milk. Time to take some ibuprofen. Woo! It always gives me a headache, boys. It's dripping all over me. And I ain't got a rag or anything. It sucks. Anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much for all the love and support. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. NASCAR Cody with talk to you about next thing. No. They love it. They need it. They want some more of it. Thank you, Charles. Make sure you guys like the show on the way out. Somebody asked for the link for the shirt. It is in the chat right now. Go get you one, baby. Go get you one, baby. Give us some love. Very important to your boy to see you guys wearing some of that sweet, sweet, delicious merch. Helps me out a lot, of course. So thank you guys so much. And make sure you get the hell on it, doggone it. Been a lot of fun today, Power Keg. See you, dude. Appreciate you, cool. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for Nick for being in my chat and saying his piece in the chat. We appreciate that. All the Red Boys, all the boys, I appreciate you guys so much. You'll be on the car for Iowa, and this stream will be live, of course, forever. So don't forget to come back and watch if you're just catching up. We're going to raid the Flashcast, Yellow Flash, and Tug is on there, and they're talking about the whole DM debacle with Nick Rekieta, and they're probably going to be transparent on a few things behind the scenes. Going to be interesting to watch. So go over there and like it. I'm going to rate them right now. I will be back Monday, and very soon we'll have Nick on. We're going to hang out, and it's going to be fun. So don't miss that. But Monday, I'll be back. Pick up the shirt. I'll see you guys in Iowa, June 14th for the race there. Don't miss that. Mid-Ohio after that. Berlin after that. Michigan coming soon. I'll see you guys in Yellow Flash. Get on it, doggone. Hell yeah.